Built on a series of islands in a lagoon off the coast of northern Italy, Venice is a city rich with history, unique culture and stunning architecture that make it a truly remarkable destination for travellers and history enthusiasts alike. It's renowned for its intricate network of canals which serve as its main transportation routes. The Grand Canal, the largest and most famous of these canals, winds its way through its 6 districts. Unlike most cities, Venice has no traditional roads for cars. Instead, it relies on an extensive network of canals, footpaths and small bridges to navigate through the city. Venice is known for its beautiful and unique architecture, including the Gothic, Byzantine and Renaissance styles. The city's iconic St. Mark's Basilica showcases a blend of these architectural influences. The Piazza San Marco, or St. Mark's Square, is the principal public square in Venice and is surrounded by historic buildings such as St. Mark's Basilica and the Campanile, the bell tower that stands so tall in the square. The Rialto Bridge is one of the most famous bridges in Venice, which crosses the Grand Canal and remains one of only 4 bridges in the world to have shops across its full span on both sides. It's an architectural masterpiece and has been a key landmark since its completion in 1591. Gondolas are traditional flat-bottomed boats that have become a symbol of Venice. They were historically used for transportation but are now mostly used for tourism and romantic rides along the canals. They are approximately 11 metres long and 1.42 metres wide and consist of 280 pieces of 8 different kinds of wood, all weighing in about 400 kilograms. They are hand-built over a 6-month period and would set you back around €40,000 should you be in the market for one. The Bridge of Sighs is an enclosed bridge made of white limestone that connects the Doge's palace to the city's prison. The name originates from the belief that prisoners would sigh as they caught their last glimpse of freedom through the windows before being incarcerated. Venice's underlying clay and silt-based foundation is compacting and sinking due to various factors, including natural compaction, groundwater extraction and human activity. It faces the additional challenge of rising sea levels due to climatic change. As global temperatures increase, polar ice melts and seawater expands. This phenomenon, known as sea level rise, contributes to the increased flooding and water damage that Venice experiences. One of the most significant efforts to combat the flooding in Venice is the MOSE project, which when translated in English stands for the Experimental Electromechanical Module. The project involves the construction of a series of barriers at the entrances to the Venetian lagoon that can be raised during high tides to prevent seawater from flooding the city. These barriers consist of large gates that can be filled with air in order for them to rise and create a barrier against high water levels. Venice has established a comprehensive monitoring system. This system includes tide gauges, GPS stations and other sensors that continuously collect data about the city's land subsidence and sea level changes. Urban planners in Venice are working on adapting the city's infrastructure and buildings to the changing environment. This includes designing new buildings with flood-resistant features, renovating historic structures to withstand water damage, and creating urban spaces that can accommodate temporary flooding. Despite its issues, Venice is a wonderful place to visit, especially if you were to stay more than a day. As the famous travel quote says, better to see something once than to hear about it 1,000 times. For this reason alone, I think Venice is worth the visit, and although the infrastructure is tired and crumbling in places, there was still a beauty and uniqueness about the place that I doubt I will ever experience again.